Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is approximately 8:37 a.m. and my pets are being crazy. So, yeah, that was a cat. If you heard that growl, that was a cat. They're insane. However, this is a very important video because clearly, clearly people are misunderstanding the whole reason that I'm making Final Fantasy videos. Okay? If you make Final Fantasy videos, it's probably not for the exact same reason that I'm making Final Fantasy videos. And my reasoning for it is not going to be the same as the next person that I watch on YouTube. And guess what? That's okay. I don't know how many times I say this, but like, what world do you all live in? What world do you live in where people do the same thing all the time? And when you do something for a reason, it's the same reason that someone else does it. Because that's not reality. It's not reality, and that's not how shit works. Excuse my language. I cuss like a sailor. I'm not a gangster rapper, but I cuss like one. I try really hard to watch it on here, so I apologize, but I mean, at this point, I'm irritated, and I don't understand why you would try to discourage somebody using Machine Zone's game to upload on YouTube to have an engaging, successful YouTube channel. Like, okay, if you make YouTube videos, and if you don't, then how can you even act like a YouTuber should be any type of way? Okay? If you don't make YouTube videos yourself, how can you sit there and comment on anyone's video, no matter the topic, acting like they should be saying or doing a certain thing? Like, if that's what you think should be uploaded, you need to do it yourself. Does that, I mean, does it compute? Does that, Or is that like way above your head? Anyway, the reason that I am using this game to film and talk about things and then upload them on YouTube is because my Final Fantasy videos, and you can look back, I have deleted one video and I made one private. And that's where I talked about bot usage. And the reason, or macros, or auto clicks, or speeds, messing with the server or the game itself in general. The reason that I changed those to private is because other Final Fantasy players thought that it was a good idea to come on my video where I'm saying that we should all have a fair shot to play, and I have access to those same computer programs and softwares that I could use to speed up timers and auto click and this, that, the other, but I don't do it because it would be unfair to other people. Like, I'm a decent human. I was raised by a crazy woman. Okay? So as crazy as I am based on parenting, like how I was raised, like, I'm a decent person. Is that also too hard to comprehend? I don't know. Maybe it is. But when I uploaded that video, some of the people that watched it and that plays Final Fantasy thought it would be a good idea to comment on there and say that they do that all the time, like it was somehow cool, or I would think that they were cool for doing it. And no, you just made yourself look like a piece of crap, and like, who raised you? Because I tell my son, don't take advantage of somebody just because you can. You need to get a job, or you have an opportunity that you can take, you take it. But you do not take advantage of another human just because you can do it. You don't steal, you don't lie, you don't cheat people out of money or anything else. Like, the bottom line is to raise your children to be decent humans. And when you're taking advantage of anybody, whether it's on a game or not, that's not being decent. And that's just me. That's just my opinion. Y'all can be whatever type of crappy humans you want, but don't expect me to agree with it. That's all I'm saying. Number 2. I've been getting comments asking me... Okay, actually, one comment that said something like, I don't know, it was like, you can check it. It was on my Majestic whatever with Cindy unlock and blah, 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 like my last upload. You can check the comment, and I did respond to it. Basically accusing me of somehow having a secret to getting cheap packs because other people's are only $100 or $50 or more. So that's why I wanted to make sure and film this opening screen with the price on it. This is my account, the only account I have, honey. Bam. Dubs. Yes. Yes, yes. I really wanted first on that. Guess how much loyalty I had to spend to get first place? 16,000 or 16 million. Or how much is Ether? I bought 16,000 Ether. And then I won first place, and I got gold leaderboard chests. Oh, do you see that pack price right there? Let's not skip ahead of ourselves. Bam, $100 pack. Now I have a discounted pack option. I didn't even have that the other day. $100, $100, $100, $100. We'll just take a quick peek at the discounted just so I can make sure and prove that I don't somehow have free packs or I'm not some sort of shill account and MZ doesn't compensate me for any sort of type of anything. Oh, well, would you look at that? A $20 pack that I already bought for $5. Except it didn't have Majestic speed-ups in it. And this is how they get you, bro. But as you can see, the only pack that has decent Majestic items for Citadel 71 and higher is discounted for me right now. Do I have any control over that? No. No. The same way nobody else has control over that. Oh, hold on. Gotta grab a cat. Climbing up on the shelf. Stop that. Quit it. Quit it. No. So, my secret is that I don't rush out and buy the packs as soon as something new comes out. That's my secret. And for those of you who do that, and okay, so we had a player with a player named Mitch. And he always held like power leader in our realm. And there's a reason for that. And that's because he spent the most money. Right? Back during the days when there was a rebel multiplier and you know, before they started messing with our stats and our points and things like that, it was a lot easier to progress and to get things. Hold on. I'm confusing myself. Okay, back then, the only way that you could jump up levels and actually get like the cool stuff, like the extra stuff, mercenaries and stuff like that. This was way before Elementals came out. This was like back with Citadel 40 and 60, well, not even 60, Citadel 40 and before. The only option was to spend money. And like, this game isn't new. All right, it's not new at all. And Machine Zone has had games exactly like this. They were just named differently, and some of the wording was different. I'm assuming that they partnered with Epic Action or Square Enix. That's who it is. Epic Action. What's that, Sims? Whatever the case, I'm assuming that they had permissions from the legitimate console game Final Fantasy makers to use their name, their Final Fantasy name, along with, you know, all the character names and the characters themselves, any sort of artwork or graphics that they used from Final Fantasy console makers. I'm assuming that they partnered with them and got permission to create this game itself. If you guys go onto the Machine Zone Wikipedia page, which I don't see why you guys haven't yet, it explains a lot. And it specifically states that, I believe in 2014, maybe 2012 or something like that, it was years ago, that Machine Zone had a rebranding. Do you know what a rebranding is? It's where they change the name, change everything to make consumers think that it's something different, even though it's not, which normally there is a record of rebranding, just like there is on the Wikipedia page. So you would all know this just by doing the research. It's public record, right? They have continuously made the same game and changed the name of it, and you guys act like this is all of a sudden like an issue right now. No, it's not. Like 2017 or, you know, a few years ago, they had a class action lawsuit filed against them, against Machine Zone, and they beat it, and they won, and here we are. And here we all are. Because you can't tell me right now, unless you have for sure quit, that your account on Final Fantasy A New Empire is not active. And if your account is active, you are giving... Okay, so you act like me purchasing or my guild making purchases is giving these developers what they want. But that's not the case. What they want is active accounts inside the game, whether you spend or not. Do you know what the term whales means? It was derived from casino lingos, right? So whales are people that spend large amounts of money. And history and even just the history of this game alone has proven that the whales of the game will spend no matter what. I hate to throw any names out there, but Balderson is one of them. He's in my guild. He's awesome. He's, you know, nice. He's decent to play with. You know, he's a little bit harsh sometimes, I feel, but, you know, he's a good person. He's not... I don't know. I don't judge people based on what they do. Not like that. Like, oh, if you smack your kid in public, I might think you're a bad parent. But if you spend money on this game, like, oh, well, you must be able to afford it. And he can. Right? He can afford it. But he will run out and buy the packs as soon as they come out. And then people like me that wait a week or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, you start to get offered discount packs because they want you to spend and they want your money and they will encourage you to spend money. And guess how they do that? They offer you the pack at a certain price first, initially, hoping you'll buy it. But I don't. I wait. Then they offer me the same pack for half the price, and I still wait. I still wait. Then they'll offer me the same pack, probably with a few extra things in it, for like $5 or $20. And guess what? That is when I buy it. Only then. So that, my dear, is me, C-Dub's mom, Dubs, from Naughty Killers in Garova's Rift. That is my secret. So while you guys are acting like there isn't a way to do this and you have to buy the $100 packs and this, that, and the other, like, you are not being patient at all. And you are acting like you have to jump up to the highest possible level and max your stuff out as soon as possible, and that's not the case. I had to bubble for the first time during a Realm vs. Realm yesterday, and I don't know how long. That was the first time I've had to bubble in a very long time. Nobody tried to attack me, but I was being scouted by people who were, 2 billion power higher than me. And guess what? That's the way the game goes. This is a everlasting, well, pretty much everlasting, progressive game. So you all are trying to complain about that, oh, they released something and then in another month it's going to be useless because the game progresses. Well, what exactly would you be saying if it didn't progress? There wouldn't be a game at all. It would be so beyond boring, and nobody would have anything to do because you couldn't level up your buildings or your heroes or anything else at all ever again. Would you prefer that they stopped at Citadel level 40? What exactly do you want from these developers? How 17 minutes. And going back to like, what world do you live in? When can you ever download a game on the Google Play Store and expect the developers to conform it to your every wish and whim? Because when you petty betties come and comment on my videos telling me, telling me how wrong I am and I shouldn't keep giving money to these developers, and what, my $5? That didn't even pay for 30 minutes of their customer support that they've had to email me back 4,000 times. I can promise you right now they've spent more money paying their customer support agents than they have gotten from me. You know what I'm saying? I can't even count the amount of emails I've sent. I guarantee I've sent like 50 to 100 customer support emails. And if it takes those customer support agents 20 to 30 minutes to answer and read through and try to fix and work on whatever issue I'm emailing about. Oh. Excuse me. So, and they pay what? Let's just assume that they pay their customer support agents around $8 to $9 an hour. And this depends on what state they live in. I know recently some minimum wages have been raised quite a bit. But here in my state, minimum wage is about $8 an hour. So just imagine how much money they've had to pay their customer support agents based on the amount of emails that your guild sends alone. And not to mention where their building is and their electricity bills and their expenses themselves. Like, you think that they just get this money and get to pocket it and then what? Go and buy, Satan? And go drink tequila in a bar in the VIP section with Satan? They may do that. But they don't. Okay? So, I don't get it. I don't understand why anyone downloads a game and then feels like they can complain to the point that the entire game is going to change. When has that ever happened? Go ahead and leave in the comments section and correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that any game that you download off the Google Play Store or Android or iPhone store is going to stay the way it is no matter what the players say. Yeah. Because that's the truth. And it's unrealistic to think that you can download a game and then expect the game developer to conform to your every wish and want and desire and compensate you for things that you probably don't deserve to be compensated for. Are there some things that you should be compensated for? Yes, there are. But the way that some of these commenters act is like this game is the devil, and they trick you into paying for these things that you get nothing. Because that's not true. When you bought that pack, you were buying it for a reason. Whether it became useless in 2 weeks or not. You bought that pack for a reason. They didn't steal your credit card information. They weren't holding a gun to your head and forcing you to pay for anything. And neither was anyone else, and neither was any YouTuber. And of all the YouTubers that make Final Fantasy videos, how can you act like I'm trying to encourage anyone to spend money? The reason I'm making these videos is so that if you are going to continue to play, you can do so in the cheapest possible way. And you're acting like I'm wrong for that? Like these people are acting like I'm wrong for trying to help the people that still want to play, like myself, play in the way that I do. Because like on my last video, the guy acted like I had some secret magical power that I got all these packs for so much less than everybody else did. And no, the bottom line is I just waited longer. I've been playing this game for a year. 12 months. I'm just saying. You know how many times I had to bubble and I couldn't participate and I couldn't do this? So many times. But you want to be the strongest and you want to have everything and you want to have the coolest, strongest stuff. And guess what? You got to spend money to get it. You're going to spend 10 times the amount of money going out and buying a Ferrari or a Lamborghini than you are a Honda or a Chevy. That's just the way the world works. You're going to spend 10 times more money going out and buying a 4-story house than you are a trailer. That's just the way the world works, and I didn't make it that way, and neither did MZ. They just know what they're doing, and they know how to get you, and they've gotten you. And now you're mad at me? No. So, pretty much, I just wanted to say that stuff because I will not be bullied, and I will not let anyone think that they can try to make me feel bad for anything that I've done when, you're mad at someone else for your own actions. Do you know how childish that is? Don't spend money on an Android game if you don't want to lose it. It's virtual things. It's a game. It's a game. It's not like you went out and bought a physical console game. That's a thing that you actually hold in your hand. You're buying gear sets. You're buying gear sets and gems and stuff that are virtual inside a game, and then you're mad that, what, they're non-existent? I can't imagine how many feathers I'm going to ruffle uploading this. But my true supporters will support me no matter what I say or do. They'll know that I'm trying to help you, and the negative Nancys out there and the trolls and this, that, and the other, this is for you. This isn't for anyone else. You act like I don't have sympathy for people that have been suckered into this game, or that I wouldn't feel bad for anyone that's been suckered into this game, but then you're trying to bully me and make me feel bad because I'm actually trying to help. So instead of walking around on YouTube comments spitting troll spit towards people who are actually trying to make a difference, why don't you make YouTube videos yourself? Why don't you, instead of saying, don't play this game, knowing damn well that people are going to play this game, like, why don't you actually try to make a difference and figure out how you can play for free and show other people how you can play for free or very, very cheaply? Why don't you do that? I'm sorry that you didn't have someone like me to help you, to explain things and tell you not to buy that, don't buy this, because I did. I had somebody that said, don't buy that, wait. And his player name was Immortal. He would find out, and he would take his time out of his life to figure out and find out how and where and when we would be offered discount packs, like buy one, get one, this and that. And he would let us know that, so we could be aware of when to purchase and when not to purchase. So I'm sorry that you didn't have someone like that in your guild. But I did, and I was lucky enough to have that. And so now when I'm trying to share this information with other people, along with other things that happen in the game, you're trying to make me feel bad for that. Because you know damn well people are going to keep playing. Here we all are. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It don't matter. It don't matter what I say or do. Because I can tell you right now that all of the people that have commented on my video that said, stop playing, you shouldn't play that game, you just sounded like a hateful, jealous ex-girlfriend. That's what it seems like. You're not trying to help. You're just trying to tell people what to do. Because of your experience alone. You're not actually trying to benefit me. You just know what you did and what you want other people to do. I don't know. However, I also want it to be very, very, very clear that I am using Final Fantasy and Machine Zone's game. I am using it 100% like, you know, the lady down the street, using her to have engaging YouTube content. Like, when I upload something and it gets views and it gets comments and it gets likes, whether they're good or negative comments, whether they're likes or dislikes, honey, it doesn't matter. Like, it's all engagement. It all counts the same, darling. I don't care what you say. I can go back and forth with you 10 times on YouTube comments, and guess what? Those are all comments that count towards me, not you. Not your channel, but mine. You may or may not be aware of the fact that people on YouTube can make money by being monetized. If you have a certain level of engagement and viewers and subscribers, you can make money by having ads and partners and sponsors inside your videos. So why would you try to discourage someone that's using this game to have a successful YouTube channel and be monetized? Why would you discourage that? You should encourage me to want to use Machine Zone's product, their game, to upload and make engaging YouTube content to one day be monetized. But see, you don't think about stuff like that. And then you shoot your mouth off, and then now you're going to look like a... I mean, what else could you say that actually makes sense? After everything I've just said, what exactly am I doing wrong? Go ahead. Leave your comment. Leave your dislike. Because it's all engagement to me, honey, and that's all I'm looking for. So you know, whatever you think about me is fine. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm a strong individual. I don't need people to accept me. I've been unaccepted for a long time, and I've been just fine with it. Like, I'm married, I have a husband. He's the one only human, other than my flesh and born son that I gave birth to. He is the only other human on earth that I care about being accepted by. And my grandma. That's it. The only other things I love in this world are my pets. And the people that actually do support me on YouTube. I do care about them as well. But anybody else who doesn't want to accept me, like, that's cool. You can go somewhere else to watch. Like, there's millions of people in the world, and when you don't like my stuff, someone else will. And I'm not going to pretend or conform to anybody's wishes or wants. I'm going to do what I'm going to do regardless of what you say. Okay? All right? Thank you. God. And see, I try not to even say that. I try not to even say, oh my God, because I don't want to offend someone else on accident. And you're all trying to offend me on purpose. Crappy humans, what you are. Crappy humans that have no decency. No. But for those of you who have legitimately supported me and who will continue to support me no matter what I upload or what I say inside my videos, and, you know, accept me for me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it. And for those who don't accept me for me, you're welcome for giving you something to get angry about and shoot your mouth off on YouTube comments. You're welcome. You're welcome. And you're welcome for those of you who actually have learned something from my video. You are so welcome. And that's it. All right? That's it. I'm over it. I'm done. Am I going to upload more? Probably. Probably. Because that's what I want to do. And I want to have a successful YouTube channel. Okay? So if you support me on that, whether I'm talking bad or good about MZ, but I'm using their game regardless, like whether I'm saying play this game or I'm saying quit this game, I'm using their game to get YouTube views. Thanks, MZ. Thanks for this free Google Play Store app that I can film on to get 100 YouTube subscribers. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to upload next. Other than the Majestic stuff, there hasn't been a lot going on. We just have the same old BS events, and that's it. So, you know, thank you guys so much for watching. This was more of like just an about me and about my channel, and addressing some comments and maybe some misconceptions of people thinking I'm trying to do something, but that's, you know, that's not true. Like, whatever they thought I was trying to do isn't the case. So I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure I'm going to have some blood boiling and have a few angry comments on this one. But that's okay, because it's all engagement. So thank you guys so much. I love you. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your support, your subscribes. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'm not always a raging, see you next Tuesday, but, well, that's a lie. I usually am. So I'm not nice, I'm rude, I'm harsh, I'm brash, I'm frank, I'm whatever you want to call it. And that's just me. So I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.